Hello, Cancer. This is your random message from the universe for mid-March 2019. And this is for Cancer rising, sun, and moon. And we'll just see what comes out. These are little shorties, so it's not going to be very long. And if for some reason this reading does not resonate, you may want to check out your other two out of your rising, sun, and moon. See if any of those resonate for you. The great thing about these is that whatever is meant to come out comes out. And I'm going to be using the Gaian Tarot for your cards. So here we go. Let's see what the universe has to tell Cancer people. If the video is making weird, loud electronic noises, that's my battery hanging on for dear life. It's about to die any day now. Had to order a replacement battery, so can't really do anything about it. All right, here are your 6 cards. You have the High Priestess or the Priestess. The Elder of Earth, otherwise known as the King of Pentacles. The Three of Air. Ace of Earth. The Sun. Very nice, you guys. I love the Sun card. And in the future, or after that, Lightning, otherwise known as the Tower. I actually am going to pull a clarifier on that one just so I can narrow it down for you a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm not going to really focus on the past. I'm going to focus on the present and the future. Or really, this can be any timeline, but it's most definitely for the last 2 weeks of March or something. Anyway, here we go. You are having to trust your gut or trust your intuition concerning a new beginning in your life. This new beginning is brand new and needs to be nurtured and needs to be cared for in order for it to grow in its best way. This could be a new job, a new relationship, a new way of making money, a new skill, a new talent. It can be lots of different things. It could be a new home, a new concrete situation. You have or are having to now have some faith in this and trust your intuition. Your intuition should be your guiding force on how to best nurture this new beginning or how to best take care of it so that it grows. Or your intuition may be telling you that it's time to start anew or start something new now. Or your intuition may be telling you that now is the best time to do it. Probably not while Mercury is still retrograde, but I do know that it's going direct again at the end of the month. You may just be simply thinking about this or pondering this or thinking about intuitively what is the best way for you to bring this in to being. And then you have the Elder of Earth and the Sun. So I see you as being extremely happy about possibly a Taurus. Doesn't have to be an earth sign or a Taurus, though. This could be happiness over a person. This could also be happiness over a business or something that you have built from the ground up. This could be happiness over something that you have brought into being all the way, and now you're enjoying your harvest. Because she is a spinner at a spinning wheel, this is almost reminding me of the Wheel of Fortune right here, just right now anyway. This leads me to believe that a long time ago or a while back, you set certain things into motion and you've been patiently, diligently working on it or adding to it, or your skills have gotten to a degree at this point where you are almost considered a master or somebody who knows this skill or this craft extremely well, possibly even to the point of being able to teach it to others, or you are considered very well established with your skills and the things that you do and the things that you have manifested. You've created a lot of abundance or a feeling of security for yourself, and you're extremely happy about this. This may even be possibly something to do with children, where you're happy because you have done well as a parent, or you're happy because you've done well as a teacher for young people. But ultimately, I see you as being congratulated and congratulating yourself over a job well done. And you feel pretty stable to me and happy. Or this is what you want, and this is what you're focusing on. A positive attitude, happiness, enjoying your life, and continuing to cultivate your skills or what you have created for yourself. This can also be happiness over a person as well, or being happy with someone. So I'm just going to show all three to you together, and then I'm going to break it apart. Coming up after that period. You have the Three of Air on the top, and then you have the Tower and the Seven of Fire. Now, this is very specific, so it either resonates or it doesn't. What I'm getting is that you have been working on something. This could be writing a book, writing an essay, doing research, learning something new, taking notes, looking at ways of changing things around or switching things around where you can see more growth with your ideas. Doing some extra research in order to best grow your ideas, possibly to get ideas from other people or get other people's opinions on your ideas, do a little research on your ideas. This can be growth with communication, where if you have had communication issues in the past, it seems as if it's straightening out now and you're getting more clarity, or you're getting more focused about communication somehow. It may very well be that you're learning something new and you're studying it, you're figuring out newer ways of seeing something. You may very well be working on some kind of a project that has to do with communications or ideas. And something about this needs to be readjusted. I'm getting that if you have been going off of an old model or going off of an old way of doing this that you're more familiar with, something about that is not going to work out. You may actually have some kind of setbacks or some kinds of quick shocks that shock you out of some kind of a system or some kind of a fixed way of looking at it or doing it. And I'm not seeing this as being totally devastating, as in it's going to ruin everything that you've been pouring your energy into, but rather it's a jolt to let you know that you need to approach it from a different angle, or something else needs to be brought into the situation in order for it to function in the best possible way. You may even be knocked off your horse, so to speak, with how other people react to what you've been doing. It may be that they're not used to seeing you in a particular way, and now that you're striking it out in a new way, this may upset some people or upset you a little bit, because something about what you're used to being your solid foundation or structure is no longer there, or is being shaken up a little bit. But what I'm getting here is that whatever that is, it's actually an alert to let you know that something needs to be adjusted. This can be salvaged. It's not like your book that you've been writing is totally ruined, or what you've been studying, you won't get your degree or whatever. This is just saying that something about it, or you may even be hit by, you may be struck with inspiration, but something about it knocks off all the other stuff. Like if we used an analogy of, here's a person writing a book or writing a novel. Let's say that he's almost done with the novel, or the entire first draft of the novel is done, and he passes it in to an editor or to other people, close friends or people he knows, to read it and tell him what they think about it. He's done a great deal of work on this, but it's only a 3. It's not completed yet, or it's not totally fulfilled all the way yet. He's still working on it. Let's say that the people who read the book gave him some weird feedback. They said, actually, this character is hard to understand. We need more information about this particular background of this character in the story, because without that, the story isn't engaging enough. Then that is a blow to this man in a certain way, because it means that he has to go back. He has to go back over all the stuff that he already wrote and rewrite it in a way. He's taking other people's suggestions, which is good, because this card is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is about new ideas, new ways of seeing things, new ways of doing things. And by taking other people's constructive criticism, you'll know whether it's constructive or not. If the person's just rude and they just want to bash your book, that's a whole other deal. I'm getting constructive criticism, or something comes in. Like if he passed it on to an editor, the editor, says, your grammar is all wrong. You've got to go back and switch all these things around. Or this doesn't make linear sense in the way that you wrote it. You should probably do a prelude or a epilogue, or add some things in here and there, which again means that he's got to go back and readjust it all. Go back and rewrite some things that he already wrote. But ultimately, I see this project or this thing that you're working on as growing, as long as you're up for taking other people's constructive criticism and adjusting. If you can adjust and if you can be flexible, you will see growth, and this will end up in a good, this will end up being finished in a really good way. But this, again, means that this person has to go back and focus all over again and adjust some things, or focus on the tasks at hand. Something about this needs to be tightened up a little bit, or simplified a little bit, or get a little bit more focused. But I see you as having the energy to do this, and you can do this. And if you do this, if you go back over it, if you readjust some things, if you really focus on the things that really need to be done, you will have success. So hopefully that made sense or helped you in some way. This ended up being longer than the other ones. So, okay, I'll see you soon in April. Bye.